Okay guys, I'm just doing a very quick live stream. It's just that I wanted to record one final video in my house. It's now it's Thursday evening, and I've packed up everything. Everything's in boxes, all my equipment, everything, bed, you name it, has been disconnected. So yeah, tomorrow morning, I get a van at 12 o'clock, and I've got 2 hours to basically empty the house. My wife has she's moved into her own place. She moved in last Saturday, so it's just me, the two dogs, and Wink, my daughter's monitor. So yeah, it's I've been here 11 years. 2007 we moved in. So it's hard to, not have to be sad about what's happening, but I know it's for the best. I know that it's a new chapter in my life, and I'm sure I'll be very happy. The last couple of days, particularly yesterday, has absolutely been the most stressful day of my life, bar none. It was absolutely horrendous. Um, the house sold 6 weeks ago, and the date was agreed. It was going to be Friday the 3rd of August was the date I was going to be moving out, and moving in. The buyer moves in here and we move out. And then yesterday, or sorry, the day before, I get an email from my lawyer telling me that there's one or two things the buyer's lawyer wasn't happy about, including one of them they were complaining about. We've got French doors put in now. Apparently, well, we didn't get the proper sort of building warrant thing at the time. So what we had to do was had to run down to the council on, was it Tuesday night at 4:30, ask if we could get this building warrant thing. It's called a letter of comfort. So we had to get this, ask for a letter of comfort. Now the guy says it can take up to 4 weeks, and we're like, well, we're moving in 2 days. Hi wee Bob, I didn't actually realise you can get texts on this. I'm doing this on my phone, by the way. Yeah, so anyway, the guy told us no, it normally takes 4 weeks, and we are like, well, we move out, we are selling the house in 3 days' time. We need it done before then. So to cut a long story short, I had to phone around 2 days ago, trying to get a builder who would come and do some alterations to the French doors, with to get a step put in. So the guy did that. It's actually a friend of my dad's did it. He did that 2 days ago. So then the guy from the council came out this morning. Was it this morning? It was this morning, and he was a bit of job's worth. He told us that the step that we'd put in wasn't deep enough. It has to be a certain length, and I said to him, look mate, I says, if we don't get this letter for you, we're basically screwed. We're going to be screwed. And the guy's like, well, I can't sign it off because it doesn't meet regulations. So I've got my dad's mate came back today to put down some what do you call it, some laminate, not laminate flooring, some decking. How you doing, Chris? Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, so but the guy came back today to start the decking. It's not going to be finished until tomorrow. Then the buyer's solicitor, they also they asked us, they had a site plan off the street, and on the site plan, about 3 or 4 doors down, was a dotted line, and they wanted us to tell them what was this dotted line. So I replied, look, I've got no idea what this is. It's nothing to do with my house. But they wouldn't accept it. So I had a look down. I had a look down the street, and it turns out it looks to me like it's a diagram for the sort of water supply going into the sort of other houses. But it's like 4 or 5 doors away from us, so I don't know what it had to do with my house. But they eventually agreed to let that go. Then last night we got an email from the lawyer to say that the buyer's lender, there was basically a sort of a screw up somewhere along the line, and the money wasn't going to be available tomorrow. So yesterday I was literally, I would never do anything daft, don't get me wrong, but I was so down in the dumps. I was literally thinking, what else can possibly go wrong? Everything's going wrong, because the big worry for me and my wife would be if the buyer was to pull out the sale, effectively, I don't want to go into too much information, but my wife's, she's moved out. Well, I don't mean telling you this. My wife has actually given up her job, the job that she was in, what she wasn't enjoying at all. So she's currently jobless. So the crux of the matter would be if the guy pulled out the sale, she and my daughter would have to move back in here with me. Our house is a building site. There is nothing in the house apart from boxes and furniture all broken down. I would have to try and pay the mortgage from my wage, and it just would have been an absolute nightmare. And I know if you're rational, you would say, well, you're worrying over nothing, think about it, just think about it, break it up into small little things. But when you're actually in the midst of it, you just feel so helpless. You really do. And that's the stage I was at yesterday. I felt so shit. I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do. But today's been a better day. The buyer solicitor has now agreed that the dotted line has got nothing to do with this house. The money has now been made available, and they've agreed that as long as we get this letter of comfort thing to them, well, they've basically withheld £500 of our money, and once we give them this letter of comfort, which we should get in the next sort of 3-4 days, they'll release that £500. So, to cut a long story short, the house has now sold and my house has now been purchased. Everything is finalised. So my mate came up about half an hour ago, and we've just been dismantling the 3-piece suite, doing bits and pieces. So yeah, that's it. Hi Colin, how you doing, buddy? It has been a bloody nightmare. Like I said, it's been the worst. Don't get me wrong, I've lost both my folks, so losing parents. There's my parents there. I'll let you see. That's my mum. That's my mum and dad. They keep me going. Yeah, I lost my mum and dad. That's obviously one of the worst things that's happened to me. But the stress of the last couple of days. How you doing, Sig? The stress of the last couple of days has taken its toll on me. But I'm still here. I don't let things grind me down. I think it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you can pick yourself up, and I'm still fighting, I'm still here. I'm going to have a pretty stressful day tomorrow, but I'm really lucky insofar as I've got some excellent mates, and I've got a very small family. My family now are my two sisters. I've got my nieces, my two sisters and their husbands, and they have been brilliant. They are going to be coming up tomorrow to help me move. I've got three really good mates who are going to be coming to help me as well. Yeah, it's been a bloody nightmare, Chris, absolutely. It's been a nightmare. But yeah, like I said, I'm still here, so tomorrow is going to be a tough day. I've got a lot of moving, but I can't wait for tomorrow night, even if my house is an absolute guddle. Is guddle a Scottish word? I think it might be guddle. It sounds Scottish. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting in my house tomorrow night and fucking closing the door and going, thank fuck for that. I've just instantly made this video non-child friendly. So there we have it, guys. It's a completely non-gaming related video. Well, just to let you see how empty this place is, I'm going to show you where this would be the Friday Waffle. Yes. The poster, all these games are up there, and this is where I would sit when I was doing the Friday Waffle. But you can see it is completely empty, apart from the computer. I've got my two dogs. They've been brilliant. That's Archie, and there's Jax. There's Jax there. They've been my pals over the last... How you doing, Charlie? They've been my pals for the last... Out the road, Archie. They've been my pals for the last couple of days. They've kept me going. They've given me company. I get out with them. I take them walks. Of course, now that I've said the W word, I'll need to go and take them out a walk. So yeah, that's it, guys. I get my broadband, and when did I get my broadband? I get my broadband on Wednesday. All going well. Yeah, I should have that in. Get my games room set up. So I don't see any reason why I can't do... I'm not even going to commit to a Friday Waffle. I think that would be a bit silly. Get myself in. There'll not be a Friday Waffle tomorrow, so don't go expecting one. But I don't see any reason at all why I can't get a Friday Waffle on the 10th. Yeah, it'd be the 10th of August. and once I get my games room set up, I'll be able to start back at making, start back with the channel again. Just to see, in fact, I'm actually in front of my computer just now, to give you an indication of how shit monetization is. Let me go into my creator studio on YouTube. I have made, since I have monetized the channel, about 2 months ago, whatever it was, I have made the princely sum of $6.51. I'm not kidding you, that's how much I've made. $6.51. So what's that, about £4? Yeah, I can understand why people do Patreon, because you're never ever going to make any money, doing that. But anyway, I don't do it for money, no at all. But I'm glad to see that the subscriber numbers hasn't dropped. I mean, it's remained static. It's maybe climbed a wee bit. I'm at 2,097. So anyway, listen guys, that's it. I just wanted another wee kind of quick chat, let you know where I am. It's an end of an era. This house will not be mine after tomorrow. Yeah, so many memories. And the good thing is, by having a YouTube channel, I can watch my videos from way back, and I can basically not relive the glory days, but I can certainly look at it and think, oh, I remember that. So anyway guys, it just remains for me to say, as always, thanks for the continued support. You guys have been absolutely fucking brilliant. You really have. I mean, it's quite a small community of people, and the number of messages and Facebook messages and emails and texts that I get for you lot is just amazing. I really do appreciate it. I am so... Oops, a daisy, that's somebody just texting me. I really do appreciate it. It can't be understated just how important it is having good friends, and I count you guys, as my mate, as my mates. I might not see in real life at all, but that doesn't matter. You don't have to see something in real life to. Sorry, what's that, Chris? The Sid album I'm doing will raise a smile and a tingle down the spine. Look forward to it, buddy. You can't underestimate the importance of. I've actually got a bloody stand downstairs, Colin, but like I said, everything is in a box, so I'm balanced the phone against my computer. But yeah, you can't underestimate the power of friendship. That sounds like what was that again? What was it? Jerry Springer. I'm sure he said something like that. Yes, look after yourself and each other. But yeah, you can't underestimate the power of friendship, and you guys have been absolutely brilliant. So anyway, listen, I'm going to get going, guys. I'll hopefully get a video out probably in the next 2-3 days once I'm settled in. Don't get my broadband until Wednesday, but I will be back. As Sylvester Stallone said, I'll be back. Yeah, alright guys, and I know it's Arnold Schwarzenegger before you post any cheeky comments. Take care. See you later.